This video will definitely change your life and the way you think about money in 2026. I'm going to show you 3 simple business models where you can actually start making money. Who is this video for and why you should be watching this video? If you are a college student, a high school and middle school student, and you feel stuck, whatever you try turns to whatever business you start turns to nothing works. I think these business models are beginner friendly enough that you can actually start making money, and because once you start making a little bit of money, that will give you enough motivation to actually push even harder and get to levels where you never thought were possible if you didn't make that little bit of money in the beginning. So if you have a cell phone and a Wi-Fi, you can start making money with these business models. You do not need a website. You don't need money to run ads. You don't need previous experience. So the first business model is lead generation that we're gonna cover in depth in this video. The second one is, let me move this. The second one is appointment setting, and the third one is content clipping. I think these 3 models are probably the best ways to make money in 2026. The best ways, especially if you're a beginner. All right, lead generation. You basically find businesses that need more customers and you bring them more leads. And how do you do that? Well, there are many ways to do that. The number one way, which is my favorite way to do it, is cold outreach. So basically, this can be done via email marketing, SMS marketing, cold DMing people on Instagram, and just reaching out to as many people as you can to find leads. And who are you gonna send these leads to? You're gonna find businesses that need more customers. And my favorite businesses to do this with are local businesses. And most of the time, if you think about it, these local businesses are not online. They don't know how to run ads. They don't know how to do cold outreach. They don't know how to advertise. And I used to do this with local dentist clinics, with roofers, home services, for example, plumbing, handyman, what else? Cleaners. I used to do this with whatever local business I could find where I saw they had the potential to get more customers if they only did a little bit of outreach, right? So you can start by doing that. You can start cold calling businesses first, these local businesses, to basically get them started and let them know about your service. So for example, you can start cold calling and basically provide them the service you provide, which is getting them more leads. Once you get them signed up, you can do this for free. Just say that you're doing a 30-day free trial, and if you get them a lead, they can pay you. If not, it's free, right? You can start with that, and then once you start getting comfortable with cold calling and finding leads for these people and learning how to do marketing, how to do SMS marketing, how to run ads, then you can stop the free trial, and then when you outreach to these local businesses, you can provide them a package where you guarantee them that you'll get them these amount of leads and it's going to cost them this much, for example. And and I think once you get to a point where the time that you spend cold outreaching, sending DMs, sending emails, you get to a point where the time that you're spending is not worth the money that that type of outreach brings. That's where you solely pivot to only running ads, right? So you can, from the beginning, you can start by just running ads as soon as you get the client signed. And running ads are probably one of the most effective ways to get leads for these businesses. So that's the number one thing you can give a try, a solid try. Don't just do it for a month, for 2 months, for 3 months. Give it a try. Actually, do it for 6 months, 8 months. Give it a real try. At least cold call 1,000 local businesses. See if you can actually help these businesses. Don't just think that I want to make money from this. Think about actually bringing customers to these businesses, and once you do that, I think it's pretty easy to start signing people. And number two is appointment setting. One of my favorite ways to do this is with AI. So you can you can start if you have a little bit of coding experience. This can be really easy for you. And if you don't, with AI, you can literally an AI receptionist bot in like a matter of days or a week. So you can use Claude to code to start coding, and then you can use services like Vapi, Make.com, and the OpenAI tools to connect all these tools and basically create your AI receptionist. And and then once your receptionist is ready, you can start providing that service to local businesses, right? Let's say we have a roofer, or even a better example, let's say there's a plumber. They provide 24-hour services, 24-hour plumbing services. But if you call them at 10 p.m. at night, it's likely that they won't answer, or there will be a really long wait time to get a hang of someone, right? That's where this AI receptionist can really change the game for these type of businesses. Again, same as the first service, you start by cold calling these local businesses and providing your AI receptionist service to them. The goal here is to just give them a demo. Just give them a demo of your AI receptionist, because once they see how it works, it's like really hard for them not to buy your service. When I was selling these services, I was charging $500 a month for it, and then based on their usage of the receptionist, the cost could go higher from 500. And then I had a $500 setup fee. So once I got a client signed, that will bring in $1,000. And I started doing this by cold calling. And then once I saw that cold calling was not bringing in enough people, I started running ads to these local businesses. And ads, again, changed everything, which I think is important to understand from now. Like right now that you're starting, that running ads are probably not comparable to cold calling. But cold calling is really important. You should learn it. Like it's the first thing you should start doing before even running ads. So appointment setting. You can also not use AI and provide these your appointment setting services to these local businesses, and you can be the receptionist. So for example, when people call, you book them an appointment and you let the customer know. Like you can create a backend system where as soon as you get calls, you book in the customer and you automatically let the, the client know. I'll create more videos on the backend side of this, which can be a little bit confusing in the beginning, but once you get a hang of it, it's not that hard. And the last business model is content clipping. This is a little bit oversaturated right now, but still, if you're a good editor and you know how to edit videos, I mean, editing videos are not hard. If you spend a week learning how to edit, you you can you can clip videos for people. It's not that hard. The hardest part here is to find clients, right? And then again, I did my outreach for this type of business via Twitter, X. So you find these creators where they do live streamings, and then you start cold DMing them, telling them about your service and showing them some of your work. And if they're interested, they'll get back to you and they'll pay a decent amount. And if you do a good job for them, you can ask for a raise, and based on the work that you're doing, and if they like it enough, you'll be surprised on how much they can pay you. So again, this is another really good skill that you can learn. So if you made it this far to the video, I'm pretty sure that you're serious about turning your life around, and and I'm sure you're tired of trying a million things and nothing working. And I think it can be really hard when you're in a position that you want to do something, you want to start a business, and you're actually putting in the work, but you feel kind of lost because whatever you touch turns to shit. And then that's where That's where you need some type of guidance from someone that's already done it, so you stop wasting time. If you need help with these services that I mentioned here, comment money, and I'm gonna DM you and we can work together. But other than that, thanks for watching the video, and I'll see you in the next one. If you want me to go in depth in showing you how I made my AI receptionist bot, or you want me to go in depth in showing you how I run ads or how I do email marketing, comment down below and I'll make a video about it. Thank you.